Hello everyone, this is Chaim Durst, the Wordmuse. Today I'd like to talk about method of delivery, how you deliver your story to the reader. Oftentimes the word essay, this is a personal essay, the word essay is branded in our mind in a certain way because we are taught in school that there is a proper way to write essays. Well, I would like to come before you today to assure you there is no proper way to write your personal statement. I use the word statement to disassociate it with essay. Many people think it has to be formal, that it has to somehow articulate certain goals or certain motives. It doesn't have to. You can write it as a letter. One of my favorite personal statements or essays was in the form of instant messages back and forth. It could be a trial. It could be a dream fragment. It can be so many different things. Open your mind when you write your statement. Do not be afraid to express yourself however you like to express yourself. The goal is for you to show the reader your identity, aspects of your identity that are poignant. Well, how would you like to do that? How do you normally do that in your life? Do you write your friends' personal long essays? No, you don't. I don't. Express yourself however you feel comfortable, however you feel is authentic, and however you feel is poignant. I'm going to demonstrate an example of that here. So what then is an essay? It does not have to be formal. It doesn't have to be like anything you've written for school or for life. Oftentimes people tell me, well, this is the first time I've ever written like this. And I say, great. It's going to stand out in the reader's mind. If it's the first time you've written something like this, it's probably the first time that day that the admissions officers read something like this. As a rule, I found that the more formal a statement is, the less effective it is. Express yourself in ways that you feel are authentic and poignant. Express yourself in ways that are conversational. That is often far more effective than something that is formal. Do you like to read something that is formal? I don't. For that reason, many students use the format of a letter. I've read hundreds of effective personal statements that are in the form of letter, and most of them get into their first or second choice colleges. Others have an actual conversation. So-and-so said this, so-and-so said that, back and forth, and there's description mixed in between the lines of conversation, just like a novel. Others use dream fragments or a flashback. Ask yourself this: why have you chosen this particular method of delivering your story? What does it reveal about you, how your personality works, how your mind works? The goal should be to reveal who you are, how you got that way, and who you want to be. Always keep those three questions in mind. If a line doesn't reveal something about one of those three things, it's likely to miss the mark. I'm going to reveal a letter here that was very poignant. I thought if I danced around the house with the grace of a ballerina, you'd pick me up and dance with me. I imagined if I learned multiple instruments and learned to sing with aching beauty, you'd be touched and stop to listen, but you tuned me out. I hoped if I played multiple sports and came home with injuries, maybe, just maybe, you'd bandage me up and let me know everything was going to be okay. I figured if I could become good at something, anything, you'd finally pay attention to me. I expose the best of myself, my most intimate emotions on stage, to total strangers, hoping you'll buy a ticket and take a seat. You never do. I splash the rawest parts of me on canvas, hoping you'll want to own a piece of me, of yourself, and hang me where you can be reminded of the love you have, or might have had. You never buy. You were gentle, yet cold and reserved. I spent years loving you, hating you, feeling sorry for you, then hating you again. I tried every way I knew to persuade you to become attached to me. It made me upset that I had to work so hard to earn your unconditional love. I've come to terms that you'll just never know how to love me. Either you simply lack the ability or you lack the inclination. Nothing I do can change that. Our relationship has become one of mutual respect rather than love. Perhaps it's best this way. Perhaps if you had come out of the cold, had taken a step inside my emotional world, would have withered under the weight of your hoarfrost. I certainly never could have melted you. I think this form of a letter is far more poignant and moving than saying, this happened between me and my father. My father behaved in such a manner and I responded in such a manner. I think this would be more effective than talking about just dance. She came to me originally and saying, I want to talk about dancing. And I said, okay, that's great. Why do you dance? She said, well, I dance to let go of some of the pain I feel. What sort of pain do you feel? So this was the root of or rationale behind her dancing. A rationale, not the rationale. And rather than talking about what she did on a superficial level, which probably would have got lost in the shuffle, talking about this fundamental issue that she had with her father, more clearly revealed aspects of her identity. Ask yourself, does your essay best describe the key aspects of your identity? That is the goal. If you just talk about something you did rather than talking about how it shaped you, no matter how you say it, in a letter, in a dream, or a conversation, it will not be an effective personal statement. So keep that in mind. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Chaim Durst. I am the Wordmuse.